Hey guys, it's Chris from Enola Gaye, and it's time for Valken Debrief Live.
Welcome to the most interactive airsoft show on the interwebs. It's the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show. Each and every episode is sponsored by the fine folks at Enola Gaye. Also, don't forget to sign up for the largest growing airsoft community in the world, known as the Valken Alliance. You can link up with other Alliance members throughout your region on our Facebook groups by just searching the Valken Alliance. We also offer Alliance sponsorships for qualified airsoft teams. And the Valken Debrief also shares local and national airsoft events so you don't miss out what's going on in your region. We also give away some sweet products from time to time, so the more you interact, the greater the chance you could win. And we work hard to bring you new and exciting special guests during each episode. You can also find us at many airsoft events throughout the world. And if you miss any of our live casts, you can always catch the rewind on our YouTube channel or SoundCloud. So sit back and get ready for your Valken Debrief.
Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for immature airsoft players. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences with common sense only.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show, episode number 87.
No? Did I get it right?
You did. That was amazing. And
you need to have like a Han Solo mask to make this really work. I need to like rip your arm off real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
no, you don't need to beat me with it.
You're a stormtrooper. That's my whole gig is Chewie. Man.
Oh, I'm Phasma.
Well, then she needs a real beating.
Okay.
She sucks, man.
So as you can see, someone actually showed up in my studio and vomited glitter all over it.
There was an ambush. So if you guys can just step to the side, you can see. This is a wife that loves her husband. This is a themed birthday ambush right here.
This is all nice. From Mrs. Nice. Kaiju. So
I gotta pull this up. Oh, whew.
I know that was hot, wasn't it?
That's a little hot under there.
It was a little hot. It was a little hot.
For you guys don't know, here in Southern Colorado today, it is 98 degrees. It is warm.
That's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. But it's a dry heat, so don't worry. It's dry heat.
Yes.
Very important. People keep telling me that makes a difference, but I call them liars.
Yes. So thank you for joining us, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or listening to the podcast on SoundCloud or iTunes. We greatly appreciate it. Hit that share button. Tag your friends. It's real easy. Let's see. Who are you going to tag?
I'm going to tag my wife because she's awesome. So I'm tagging my wife real quick. I'm
tagging Woodcock.
Sending that
because we need to mess with him.
Ooh, what about JP?
Ooh, LHP.
AMS. I don't think I'm not friends with. Am I friends with JP on Facebook? Damn it, I'm not. Okay.
No.
Oh, no, people are already showing up. Andrew Holmes showed up. Mr. Woodcock Alcon showed up.
Oh, that's Marcella's wife.
Yes, that's Marcella's wife.
So
very nice.
Heck yeah. So man, we got to thank our sponsors.
We do. So are they? There's one that I know. One of them makes something like smoke.
Yes.
Is that what they make? Maybe grenades.
They make grenades.
Do they make like
grenades.
Sweatshirts?
They make hoodies. They make gloves.
Do they make like?
They make the Fug You gloves.
Oh, the Fug You.
Yeah, the Fug You gloves.
As modeled recently by William Soto himself.
Yes, I know.
He showed those off hardcore.
I know he did. He did. He did like those. So yeah, we like to thank our sponsor of each and every episode, Enola Gaye.
Because if you don't have smoke, you don't got shit.
No, that's true. That's true. And also the Valken Alliance. All you got to do is head on over to ValkenAlliance.com, sign up. It's free. We're just trying to connect folks in your region, in your area, with other players that like to play airsoft.
Isn't that kind of the goal of the sport, period, to go play with your friends?
It is.
Have fun and act like kids, even though we're adults?
That's right.
Or be kids if you're kids. Sorry.
Yep.
It's not just adults that play the sport. It's kids, too. Ooh, I'm getting old.
Yeah, you are. You are getting old. So head on over there, then head on over to Facebook, search up Valken Alliance. You can join the local group in your area. And Yeah. Oh man, we got Doug Smith in the chat. Corey Haynes from Guardian Tees.
By the way, softest T-shirts ever by both of those guys at Guardian Tees. I love those shirts, man.
And somebody's trying to call me, so you're getting good. You're going to voicemail.
All kinds of people. Oh, my wife.
Oh, Devin Pedley, loving the jersey. Yeah, you do.
Ooh.
Yeah, you do.
By the way, if you guys don't know, Kaiju here is modeling his brand new EMR sponsored media attire.
Oh yes, here I'll turn around here.
Look at that. He is the big zero, the goose egg when he's on the field, apparently.
So, no, that's pretty cool. It's an orange and yellow flame cryptek pattern. I'll be wearing this at events when I do my media thing of filming. And
show off that thing on the front you showed me earlier. That was cool. That little face wipe thing. That's rad. Did you show that off?
No, I'm not gonna show that off.
Okay, come on, it's cool. Hey, Chris Kramer, how's it going, buddy?
So we got Josh McNeil from MC Kydex, John Liu from Op Lion Claws,
nice.
Marcelo from LZ Airsoft.
Hey LZ.
Hey RJ Yonk.
Everybody, we went live and just everybody showed up.
I know, right? Awesome. We're at 26. Hey, we're halfway. Hey, if we get to 50, we're gonna give some stuff away.
Ooh,
so let's do that.
Good stuff.
Yes, John
Good
Liu.
Stuff.
Team Valken will take the crown at Mojave for the double hat trick to take both Lion Claws tactical challenges this year.
Double hat trick would be 6 in a row.
Well, no, he's having 2 tactical challenges this year.
Yeah, but a hat trick is 3 wins in a row. So.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Oh my God. Jeez. So, let us introduce you to our guest tonight. Let's see, where is he at here? Is he? I think he's in the green room. Let's see if he's ready. Please welcome Timmy Hanley from EMR Event Park. He is the operations manager up there in New Milford, Pennsylvania.
Manages the operation.
Yes.
How's it going, buddy?
Hey, good. How are we doing, everyone?
So
first, Timmy, start talking. Because we want to make sure we don't have this audio.
We did have that audio issue before.
Yeah.
So we need you to do a little
Yes, we did.
Real quick. So why don't you give us a quick overview of what the park is, so we can set your audio real quick.
EMR is a 122-acre facility that hosts paintball, airsoft, mag-fed paintball, and LARPing.
All right. So
nothing after that. It's just airsoft. And
so
airsoft,
I just need to know from the live viewers in the chat, you can hear Timmy fine. The audio is good. So please reply in the chat. Good audio if it is all hear him. Oh, we hear him loud and clear.
Awesome.
There we go.
Awesome.
Oh, 30, man. We only need 20 more viewers, and we're going to start giving stuff away.
Come on.
So,
by the way, my wife is Will Soto is talking shit with my wife about me right now. They
that's awesome.
Up on me right now.
Heck yeah. Let's do it.
High five. All right, cool. So EMR, you guys.
We haven't got there yet.
I'm just excited.
I know. Slow your roll.
I'm excited. I've done this in 2 weeks.
It's like I thought it was 3.
3 weeks. Wait.
Yeah. So slow your roll. So
I've been blown up.
It's been a while.
So we're gonna cut to a quick commercial. Share the show. Tag your friends. Share it to your pages. We're going to be talking to Timmy about all of EMR, who they are, who we are, because that's their slogan. We are
EMR!
That's right.
Nice.
That's right. So get your questions ready. Get your friends in here. It's going to be a fun chat. But, we got to pay the bills around here.
Yes, sir.
Debrief Live.
I know.
Travis Scott, I see you.
And but before we cut to a quick commercial break, we got to give the Overachiever of the Night award.
The first comment?
The first comment of the night.
Dude,
can
it be your wife?
Heck yeah, dude, she's won Hammer Comment of the Night several times.
Has she? Okay.
Oh, yeah. So, Mrs. Kaiju is the first comment of the night, wishing me a happy birthday.
High five, Mrs. Kaiju. High five.
And you know what? Here we go.
Oh, did I actually get the achievement?
He just gets all the awards for the birthday display.
Bam.
And we got to do it right. So here we go. I got to get rid of that. So yeah. So we got some confetti. We got some birthday music. So if you sit there watching and you want to sing happy birthday, you know who I share birthday with? It's a day apart. I'm gonna tag him in the chat right now. Mr. Potter, Andy Potter.
Andy Potter.
Yeah, his birthday's on Monday.
Ooh.
So mine's on Sunday. His is on Monday. So, I am willing to live without that $1.20. Oh my gosh!
No, my wife is going to town right now on me. This is bad.
Oh, this is awesome.
We're not doing phrasing anymore. Ooh, I like
we always do phrasing. Michael Bright from Dire Wolves, Carl from Battleborn's in here, Brian Burgess from Overwatch Tactics, Leo's in here too, man. Jeez, Travis Scott.
Wow.
Wayne.
Wayne from Brigade. Hey, what's up, man? Sorry I missed that earlier.
So we got Travis Scott.
Travis is one of my old drinking buddy teammates.
Yeah. So
Airsoft Indiana. Thank you for joining us, guys. Sorry I missed that comment.
Hawk asks, "Hey, where do we find those sweet media jerseys?" I think I was given the last one from Timmy. So
okay.
Yeah. So
on that sad note,
all right.
Let's pay some bills. We'll be right back, and you get to talk to this guy right here. Any questions you have, he will answer them.
Heck
Any
yeah.
questions? Anyone.
All right. So what's our first commercial? Do we remember? Oh, I know. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna.
Is this the shortest distance between 2 points one?
No.
Oh.
Here we go. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
This is House Gamers. You're watching the Valken Debrief.
This is our 23rd season of producing events on our 122-acre facility that includes 80 playable acres plus 35 bunkhouses, 106 campsites, a full-service store, and rec center. We carry the full line of Valken products for both airsoft and paintball. And we feature Valken paintballs exclusively. We are EMR, and we invite everyone to come join our family. I am Blue Hansey, owner and founder of EMR Event Park, located in New Milford, Pennsylvania. You can find out more about our facility and our events at emreventpark.com, or you can look for us on social media.
All right, and we are back. The Valken Debrief Airsoft Live Show, episode number 87.
Live from the Valken Ranch.
Colorado Ranch.
Excuse me.
Colorado Ranch.
In lovely southern Colorado.
Yep. And we got joining us tonight, Timmy Hanley, the operations manager from EMR Event Park in New Milford, Pennsylvania.
Since we only have one of them, is it I am EMR for him right now? No, we are.
It's always we. There's a big.
It's
EMR is a big family.
We are all family.
They travel deep.
EMR is a big family. Hey, Deadpool. What up? Deadpool's watching. Yeah, Anthony Villanueva.
Awesome.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought that
he's
was
a paintball player.
I thought that was Wade Wilson that himself actually was coming into the chat. I would be impressed if anybody could get that as a Facebook name. Wade Wilson right there.
Oh, I know, right?
That'd be a good one. That's deep nerd right
there. It is.
Well, not so. They're mainstream. That's mainstream nerd right now, actually. Not deep nerd anymore.
So Timmy.
Yes.
How did EMR start out?
EMR started out as a paintball field, previously called Wolfslayer. It was ran under that name for a while, and then Mike Hansey, the owner, aka Blue, bought it and revamped it and made it his own, and now we have EMR Event Park.
I have to say Wolfslayer Road, by the way. That is the coolest address of like anything I've seen.
I know, right?
It is.
That's almost like it's made up. Like you tell, like, what's the address? Wolfslayer Road, and you're just like, that can't be real. That can't be a real place.
It's funny is there's a lot of people that think it's not a real place when you go to the post office and the bank and stuff like that, but yet it is real.
What's that other town in Pennsylvania? Mianus.
Oh
no
my
one believes.
gosh.
Like, is there a post office in Mianus? Is there a State Street plant in Mianus? All those.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna throw Jimmy Santmeyer under the bus right now. He says, "I live in the bunkhouses. Don't tell Timmy."
So I can you just pay for it once and you stay there forever. Is that how that works?
It's something like that. But yeah, don't worry, Jimmy. I'll find you. You'll be put on the work program within minutes.
Well, so that leads us to our second question. And how long you been there? How did you come to work in this industry? What drove you towards it? Like, what made you want to be a quote unquote a professional paintball guy, which is now a professional park manager guy?
I've been in the sport for, paintball a really long time. I mean 20 something years now. And just came to EMR one day. A buddy of mine, Brian Moatai Russell, huge shout out to him, because if it wasn't for him, I would have probably never came to this place. And first person he introduced me to right when we got here was the owner, Mike Yancey. And, it was just a great meeting that guy. And then, come Sunday morning, I was just walking around, just taking a morning stroll, just trying to, gather the area and stuff, just wanted to do my own thing. And here comes, Blue or Mike around the corner. And he's like, Tim, he's like, good morning. You got a minute? I said, yeah. I'm like, man, this guy remembered my name. I'm like, that's crazy. Considering there's 1,000 people here, and this guy remembered my name. And he was just like, I heard a lot of great things about you and stuff. And, thank you for coming to EMR. And after that, I started coming back a little bit more. I started traveling around, going to the same events as, his home team, Blues Crew. That's
a great name right there, Blues Crew. I like
yep. And it was like literally like basically 6 months after I started coming here, I get this phone call from Mike Blue Yancey saying, hey, I've heard a lot of once again, I've heard a lot of great things about you and stuff, and I would like to bring you on to our professional traveling team, cool. As one of our, our players in Team Tex and stuff, what do you think? And I said, yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun.
So basically hobby turning into a job, kind of.
Yeah, it kind
of.
The
story over and over again, and it's always cool to hear that story. Like it's the names and the places are changed, but it seems to me like the same theme. If you want to be you want to make this your job, just get involved, and eventually people will notice. That's such a rad story, I think. Honestly.
Yeah, and and I was doing construction prior to it and stuff, and then it was probably I want to say it was probably about 2 years later or so. Here's that phone call again. It's like, and usually when the phone calls come, you're like, oh man, what did I do? Type, thing.
Oh my God. But sorry, Timmy. We're gonna pause real quick because oh my gosh, Nora just went all hammer comment on you, dude.
She did. I think my wife's about to win the hammer comment. Jesus Christ.
She's talking to Mrs. Kaiju. She says it takes actual threats to get you.
They're talking about my beard.
To trim. Nora has almost resorted to running by and slapping a waxing strip on his face.
So if you guys don't know the story behind my not shaving, for anybody who don't know, I'm a veteran. Spent a large amount of time in the infantry, and shaving is big in the Army. It's really big in the infantry. Like, if you're a guy like me who has a kind of a heavy stubble, it's twice a day. And so the day I left the Army, I said, I'm done shaving. I threw my razors out, got rid of everything. I just grew it out. And there's been a war to create the full beard between me and my wife, because she wouldn't let me have the sideburns. And so I just grew out the crumb catcher. Then I couldn't have a mustache. And finally I walked around with the Wolverine look for, probably 6 months before she was like, just grow the damn mustache. Just do it. It looks ridiculous. Just grow the mustache. So, I mean, that's the beard history, if you're wondering. There's kind of an inside joke there. Sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off, man.
No worries.
I actually had an interesting question for you, okay?
Yeah.
So I was on your Facebook page, your website, looking at provided services. I saw bachelor parties.
Oh.
So do the strippers have to be out there in bikinis and wear iPro, or do they get to wear padding? Like, how does that work? Do you just set up the poles at the objectives? I mean, how do you guys do bachelor parties with, the bruising must be bad for the strippers, is all I'm going to say. Like, is that an issue?
You're already breaking rule number 1 at Flight Club.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're looking for a bachelor party, it's don't ask, don't tell. Is that what we're saying?
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Which leads me to something we forgot. Okay, for those of you that are getting used to my new co-host Peltest, he doesn't have a title. I'm the Kaiju, the Supreme Commander of the Valken Alliance.
Should be. Let me see if I can get this right. Should be right. No, it's not up on the screen right now.
Yeah, it's not up on the screen. You were just pointing at your nipple right now. We're looking for a title for Peltest, and starting next week, we're going to start throwing up polls.
Some of them are bad, man. Some of them are nasty, and I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
So, and we're going to start getting a whole lot more interactive as well. Timmy, you ever seen Lip Sync Battle?
Yes.
So we're going to do Loadout Battle. So
I like it. I forgot.
Starting August 1st, we're going to make an announcement to where we're going to start. So you can start sending your submissions to our Facebook Messenger on Valken Airsoft Messenger, or if you're friends with me on Facebook or Peltest, you can send it to. We want to see a picture of your loadout with a little description of what it is. And so every week we're going to put 2 loadouts up for you, the viewers, to vote on in a loadout battle. And we will see and whoever wins stays on, and then a new one comes on the following week, and we'll see who stays the longest all the way to the end of the year, and we'll hook them up with some cool stuff.
And don't think this is just
that is an awesome
show us
idea.
Your Ranger kit, show us your CAD kit. We want to see everything. I want to see your poor softer look. I want to see your post-apocalyptic look. I want to see your Revolutionary War look.
Yep.
Anything you can think of
that you play in. Yep, that you play in.
Yeah,
like
don't hold back. That's awesome. That's such a great idea.
Cool. So, moving along.
Leo, we have a kaiju and a sad, overweight Wolverine.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I can take that. All right, so, at Event Park, you kind of gave us a quick overview. What's your day-to-day like? I mean, like, what are your focuses when, players are there? What's your focus when players are not there? I mean, what's the day-to-day life of someone who's... Because, from the outside, it just seems like you're like guys like you just walk around in a red shirt and tell people they have to put their iPro on. So what's your actual day-to-day like?
Yeah, if you ever came to EMR, you would definitely not get the title of sitting behind the register and putting your iPro on with me. Because Kaiju and anybody that's that's in the chat that knows me is I have no set speed. It's always full bore going, 100 miles an hour. Yeah, I am completely all over the place. I am, I'm 100% hands-on of, just about everything that we do. My daily day is I live right here on property. I pretty much, EMR is my job. It's 24/7. I walk out my front door onto my deck and I see the beautiful place of EMR.
That must give you some incredible pride when you're doing cleanups or putting in new stuff, because you have to see it every day.
Yeah,
all the time,
And when Airsoft comes to
awesome.
EMR,
And
he
Monday through Friday is just
he actually has to put
straight
yellow
up
caution tape on his porch.
Because we try to invade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
So Monday through Friday is just working on everything and then getting everything ready for the weekend for the players.
Cool. So you guys are kind of in a remote area. You guys are kind of 30 minutes away from everywhere. Actually, my family's from Geltman, Potter County, just to the west of you, so I'm kind of familiar with that area a little bit.
Yep.
Not the most sophisticated area over there. I'm hoping you guys have it a little better since you're closer to Scranton.
Yeah, a little bit, but Potter County's a nice little camping town or county from what I've from what I've heard and seen.
Yeah, that's very polite. I say white trash. But so you're kind of away from everything. What are some unique areas to operating kind of 20 minutes away from everything? Do you guys have to provide food on site? How do you have to stock your pro shop? What are the stuff?
Do you have any challenges?
Yeah.
When you host an event for players that come?
We try to. There's always unique challenges, but we try to provide as much as possible, for the players, so that once they get here, they really don't have to leave. With our pro shop, we do have snacks and drinks on hand. We cook lunch with hot dogs, hamburgers, and brats. And we'll continue into dinner time if it feels like it's booming. We bring in we'll bring in one food truck so that way we both piggyback of each other, but we don't have the same thing. We're not selling the same thing. Kaiju can contest. Mama D's empanadas.
Oh, she does Philly cheesesteak empanadas, chicken empanadas.
Yeah,
really?
She does cinnamon.
They come in and
empanadas.
So you're telling me you left Colorado, went to Pennsylvania, and you're raving about the Mexican food? That's supposed to be backwards at that.
But it's like Mexican fusion empanadas.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
No, I just think it's just crazy that coming from Colorado, you're raving about Mexican food there. We're supposed to beat them, so theirs must be legendarily good.
Well, this also goes back to,
you have no idea how good these empanadas are. But
this is Kaiju's comments.
we provide you know, we have bags of ice on hand. We have bundle firewood on hand, camping supplies.
When they have ice, I mean, you know, like you go to a gas station, they have that big cooler, and they have ice. They do full up barbecues.
I have yet to see ice on a field.
Full retail shop. Dude,
rad.
he can fill, what, 9 tanks at a time?
Dude, for real? That's cool.
Well, yeah, we have 3 separate air stations. Two are primarily used. One's a mobile one. The one station has 7 whips. Our outside station has 15 whips, and then our mobile station has 8 whips on it. So and we can run all 3 at the same time, pending the game if we need to.
We have a question from the chat, sir.
From Mr. Soto.
Mr. Soto asked, "What are your props that you use on the regular?" So, what are the kind of props that you guys have for regular games? Do you use special props for scenario events? Like, what do you guys got going on in that department?
It all depends on the type of the scenario game. I mean, if it's if it's a Star Wars type theme, you're gonna see Star Wars type props out there.
So you guys are big on immersing your customers in what's going on. That's cool.
Yeah, and a lot of our, we have your typical flag control, or we do flip sticks with cones where it's you got to get your color in. I have 25-foot flag poles that are out there where you have to get your flag 25 feet in the air.
You stay there and pull security for a while so you don't get thwacked when you're doing that.
Oh, and and tell them the little trinkets you did for Game of Bones, your Game of Thrones theme. No, the little skeletons.
Oh yeah, we had with the Game of Bones is it's based off of the Game of Thrones game, and we fully emerge into the scenario role of it, and we had off-field stuff where we gave people riddles, and they had to go find these little skeletons that were everywhere on the property, and you had to figure out what the riddle was and stuff. But
so
we get
the world's most dangerous scavenger hunt.
Yeah, and we try to embrace depending on what the scenario is. We try and embrace it. I mean, like Game of Bones, for example. I brought in live armored combat steel fighting in our one upper castle where these guys were head to toe steel armor with axes, beating the hell out of each other.
I just go to watch that. I wouldn't even play airsoft. I just go watch these guys hacking.
Yeah, you just pull your dead rag out.
Yeah,
I'm right here.
I'm good. I'm having medieval times. Did you guys have big? What did they give you at medieval times? It's the turkey leg, right?
Yeah.
Turkey leg.
Turkey leg, big bowl of soup. I mean, no silverware. It's like everything you eat.
As things should be with your hands.
Exactly.
Like men.
Leo's asking, what's EMR's field cost, and is there HPA fills? Is there an on-site pro shop / store? Yeah, no, Leo's been going back and forth with in the chat. So yes, there is a pro shop, there is a fill station.
There is so many fill stations.
Tell them about your costs and stuff like that.
Yeah, the field costs. If you're asking.
He's lagging.
Hold on a sec. We lost you there.
To $100 entry. It all depends on who's producing that game.
With
those events, HPA fills are free.
Back.
They're included with your entry.
You're gonna have to reset.
We don't charge for air.
Hold on.
Timmy,
give us that last 30 seconds again.
Because you froze.
You froze out.
So
one more time, the whole explanation. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
But okay, so the field cost it varies usually between $40 and $100. It all depends on the producer and the game. With the HPA fills, they are included with your entry. So you pay entry, you get air, you get free air the whole weekend. We do have a pro shop on hand. We carry the basic necessities for airsoft. We don't get too crazy into it. We kind of leave it into the players' hands to make sure that they have their stuff. But we also allow vendors to come in to do their own thing. We don't charge the vendors any fees. The only thing that we ask the vendors to do is
because then they come and help.
They're supporting the field and stuff Let's give a shout out to Paul Whitman from Jackal Tactical. He is in the chat. He does events out there, but he goes out and sets up. He brings his gun tech,
and actually
he sets up a really big footprint.
We were talking about that earlier. That basically, they were saying that Jackal is what brought airsoft to this field. It wouldn't have worked if Jackal hadn't been out there doing all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
Paul Whitman, man, that guy is the man. I can't thank him enough for helping, build airsoft EMR. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I mean, we probably wouldn't see, stuff like Bad Blood or Paul's games, Downfall 5 or the Downfall series or Night Sky, and just, a big airsoft in general. I mean, Paul's such a great guy. He'll bend over backwards, for you, and even for the customers too. I mean, he shows up to, the competitors' events just to provide service for the customers.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wants to see the sport grow and he wants to see the players have a great time. And that's just the kind of guy that Paul is. I mean,
high five to Jackal.
Heck
High five
yeah.
to that right now.
So,
high five.
so let's switch gears.
Okay.
Going back, because people are curious about the field itself. So they got the pro shop, they got the airfill station, they bring the food trucks out there, they have support from local vendors. So, but also this field, playable area,
100 acres, I heard.
Yes, 100 acres with very unique locations on the field. Each one, it's kind of like you walk into a different world. So it's
like Westworld or something like that.
Yeah.
There's old timey land, and then there's like knight in shining armor land.
Yeah,
Well,
there's literally nothing the
castles.
same on the field for the most part. You're gonna every 50 yards, you're gonna be walking into something different.
Yeah. What's the square footage of each of those castles? The young one and the old one.
So for anybody that doesn't know, we have 3 castles. We are world known for our castles. I mean, I believe, and I don't have actual facts, but I believe we have the number 1 and number 2 largest castles in the United States, far as recreational wise. Our castle that we're famous for, Castle Arg, is over 3 acres, 2-story.
You're kidding
you
me,
can
right? Like, so
no.
Are we talking 3 acres? Like, that includes the courtyard and everything too, right? That's
that
huge,
includes everything, and you
can
can
have a
go.
whole game just in that castle. Like that's like 50 players just in the castle right there. That's
And
crazy, man.
our second castle, Castle Eclipse, is just a hair smaller than
Oh, we lost you again.
our big castle.
So, speaking of that,
Still there?
yeah,
Yep.
gotcha.
Oh, and
Okay.
And if they are a remote location,
Yeah.
but they have
I was about to
tent
just
sites.
ask about this. I was just
They have
about
tent
to ask.
sites. They have RV sites.
Do they have hookups for RVs?
We do
Yes.
not.
Oh no.
Because that's the
But
question
there's-
I hear that a lot. Every time an event's coming up, you guys got RV hookups. You always hear it every time.
Yeah, but our RV sites are separate from everything else, so
so
you
you
can
don't
bring
be
a
with, like, the
generator
peasants?
and you can run your generator the whole night.
And you won't
Nobody's
be
going to
with
yell at
serving.
You
you.
can be with the RV people. You don't have to be
Yes,
with the peasants and the
exactly.
bunkhouse. Excellent.
And what I really love is the bunkhouses. There's 30, right?
35 of them.
35.
35.
Yep.
35. So I got to stay in one of the bunkhouses. I mean, imagine these are wooden huts that have bunk beds built inside that have power. Okay.
Oh, they're all powered.
Yeah, they all have electricity.
That's a game changer right there.
They have little decks. People, when I was there for Bad Blood, people were hanging out on their decks. They're having little mini bonfires. Grilling on the deck. I mean, it was like
So
a
you could
little
just kinda,
shanty
like-
town community.
You could just cruise down like
Yep.
the main drag.
Oh, yeah.
And just kind of meet everybody. That's rad, man. That's a really rad community aspect. I think honestly, when I go to these big events, I have more fun in the camping area sometimes than I have on the field.
What are the rates for those, Timmy?
For the weekend, for the bunkhouses, they're $150. It's $100 for the bunkhouse, $50 deposit.
What about the
And
tents
that's
and
for-
RV
that's-
sites?
And that's for the whole weekend from Friday to Sunday. The RV sites are $20 for a 20 by 40 site. That's from Friday to Sunday. And the campsites are $20. It's a 20 by 20 grass plot from Friday to Sunday.
That is pretty reasonable.
Yeah,
That's not
well,
bad at all.
especially the bunkhouse. I mean, $100, for the bunkhouse because you split it with how many can sleep? Like 6 or 8, something like that.
The majority of the bunkhouses, they sleep anywhere from 18 to 21 bunks.
Oh, wow. So you can really split that down if you want to get cozy.
Yep.
I mean, that's cheaper than camping in the open at the national park.
Yep.
That's a deal right there. I have to give you a high five on that one. So, anything else? Like, so if I'm traveling from, let's say 4 or 5 hours away, let's say I'm coming from the South or the Midwest, what are some things I should know when I arrive at your field? What's going to be different than maybe I'm used to? What are some unique local, like, rule flavors? You know, what's some differences you've seen from traveling around a little bit?
I mean, you're right off the bat is when you come in, you're going to be welcomed, with open arms and stuff. You're going to get treated like family. You're going to experience EMR in a completely different way from any other business that you go to. Things that are different with us is, we may be strict on things, but there's a reason why we're strict, because we've been around for a really long time, and safety is our number one concern. And you're gonna hear us, if you don't have a barrel bag on, you're definitely gonna hear us, one way or another, that you'd have to have your barrel bag. There's no ifs and buts about it.
Just to explain that too, because you're a paintball guy originally.
Yep.
So just to explain that to people in general. Because I know it's always a shock when I show up and need a barrel bag. Because as an airsofter, there's other safety features built into the gun. So just could we settle this for once and all, why fields require barrel bags? It's insurance. It's for the extra level of safety, right? It's just that one more level. And just if anybody's going to ask that question in the future, when you travel, just ask when you get there, what are the safety requirements? And if you're not a mask guy, buy one there. It sucks, but you should have $10 on you to buy a mask. Or
every field is completely different and stuff. Some guys, some guys care, some guys don't care. Unfortunately, that's the nature, of the beast and stuff. And with a lot of the the player base and stuff, there's a lot of people that are not really so much educated on what can and can't be done. And the biggest thing is finding out and reading the park's rules. I mean, when we stress people, you need to read your player packets. You need to read, field's rules. You need to read. Don't skim through it. Read it. Understand it. If you don't understand it, ask questions. That is the best thing you can do is ask a question.
The number one question everybody asks: are you guys a bang bang rule field, or are you guys a no mercy, take your hits wherever?
No minimum engagement.
We are a 50-50. It depends on the games. Some producers stress the bang bang, but we are safety. We do have a surrender rule, but we also, once you get inside those castle walls and stuff, it is hard to, engage it. And we leave it in the player's hands to use your best judgment and be sportsmanlike about it. Don't go up and stab somebody with your marker. Don't tear them apart with full auto. Respectfully, be respectful for it. Because at the end of the day, we're all here for the same reason, to have fun and play the game that we all enjoy.
Just to be prepared. I mean, if you're the type of player that goes around and plays at different events, different fields, having a barrel cover in your kit, okay, that's $5. Having a lower face mesh, that's $10.
Once you get burned once and have to buy it on site, you just learn to carry all that shit.
Well, exactly. Yeah. It just fits in your footlocker. Or if you are a guy that's running a support weapon where you shoot full auto,
you might need a pistol.
Yeah, if you're going to a location with buildings.
You always want to be prepared for the unexpected, because we all know it only takes one time for something bad to go wrong, and that's when we all change our attitudes about something.
So Paco's watching, and
why leave that open?
How's it going, Doug? Sorry.
Why leave that open when you could easily prevent it?
Yeah. So Timmy, Paco's watching. You know Mr. Paco?
I know Paco's the man.
Oh,
I spent the weekend with Paco. At Ion.
So he says bring lots of socks, because what does also EMR stand for?
Rain, something in rain. I feel like it's going to be the end.
I'm not even going to say it, because it's not even fun to say, but unfortunately, EMR does see its fair share of rain. This year we seen more than we wanted to, just like everybody else this season. But hey, it's rain. It's part of the game. War does stop because of rain.
Nope.
So, you got one?
Yeah, Tim Green, he just asked, what are food options in the area? Tim, this is
empanadas.
This is not like you can't go to Applebee's or McDonald's, or these are a lot of mom and pop, locally owned places. I mean,
we have
think
a lot
colonial, townships and stuff like that. This is.
I think the word they call that area Pennsyltucky. I think is
Pennsyltucky.
the term they use it for between Philly and Pittsburgh. They call it Pennsyltucky out there. It's
so when you go to eat, it's not an In and Out.
It's not in fast. You're going to eat a home cooked meal at a restaurant.
You're going to eat at an experience.
Which those are my favorite places, honestly. The best meals I've ever had in my entire life is where literally you're sitting in like someone's living room. They live in the back, they cook in between, and then like the front's the dining room. You can't beat an experience like that.
You come to EMR, you want to go out to a nice place to eat, a nice little family restaurant, Green Gables down in town, New Milford. Probably the best food in the area.
Potter took me to Green Gables.
Yeah, you want pizza, OIP in Montrose, or Tedeschi's in Halstead. Those guys kill it with the pizza game.
You guys are remote, but you're not so far away that if you're willing to drive 15, 20 minutes, you can find stuff. Like you can find, you can find a gas station, you can find all that stuff. It's just a couple minutes down the road.
And I went to Price Chopper and got a bunch of stuff for barbecue. I mean, it's right around the corner.
And then if you're bonfiring already on that porch, then you might as well cook your meat over there.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too is after
cook meat,
speaking of bonfires,
I think you just hinted at a small little thing too, and with EMR's events, after every event, we have a massive bonfire.
Ooh.
And it goes down regardless of how many people have there, because at the end of the day, I love a bonfire, and I'm going to sit there and hang out at it all day long. And I tell people, I tell people, don't be bashful. Come over and talk. I'll talk shop all night long, and talk to you about EMR's history and stuff.
This wood pile,
I love it.
Was bigger than a Volkswagen Beetle.
Nice. Was it organized? Are you guys like the bonfire builders? Do you guys build the pyramid? Do you guys build like the square box?
It's a big pile of crap.
Or just do you guys pile it up and throw diesel at it until it ignites?
Yeah, we build it, we light it, we party, we have fun with it.
Start the thing.
Have you guys called Elon Musk for one of those, not flamethrowers, so you can actually
something like that? Well, our Elon Musk is actually Andy Potter. He's the guy that once he shows up, there's no telling what's going to happen and how big the bonfire is actually going to get. Because, there's times where like, you think it's big enough, Potter be like, no, we need to go bigger.
Well, I mean, if you don't keep them in check, you might come back and there's a castle on fire at some point with a bunch of people.
Well, like Bad Blood, for example. I mean, Potter and I got on the Ranger and we were making multiple trips out into the woods, just cutting down trees.
Dude,
I think we took somebody's house, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It was just, anything to make the player's experience that much better at EMR.
Somebody is saying that you do a good Taylor Swift singing impression. Is that correct?
Are we about to have debrief karaoke right now?
I don't know.
The only reason why he's saying that is because A-Train wants none of this, and he knows that if he goes to war with me,
we're gonna have to do it. I think
if he goes to war with me with Tay-Tay, it's all over.
We'll accept you onto our team if we're going to war with paintball side.
Oh yeah, A-Train. Timmy's on my team.
Yeah, he's on our team.
He's my team.
You can come get us.
Fair enough.
Find us in the mountains. We're here hiding, sneaky. So here's something that we get a lot of questions about: parks that have paintball and airsoft together.
That have made that transition.
So what was the transition like? I think we kind of talked about how Jackal was really influential in that. And two, the second part of the question is, how do you manage the two traditionally opposing groups and in the same place? How do you manage all those factors?
It's fairly simple, but it does have its difficulties. But we keep everything completely separate, so that way, there's no hassle, there's no beef, there's no arguments and stuff. And we try to make life as easy as possible at EMR for the customers. With our events, we'll have a paintball event in the beginning or an airsoft event at the end of the month. And we'll have stuff in between the month as well too. our airsoft days, are on Sundays, or our open play days are on Sundays. So we'll have open play airsoft from 10 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we switch gears to 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the afternoon for paintball. So technically, the paintballers and airsofters will, generally they never see each other on the property except for, during the open plays. But yet the best part about like our customer base is they all treat you like treat each other like family, and there is a respect level there that is like no other. So we really don't have any issues.
So you guys have been there long enough that it's less of a business people go to and more has become kind of a community center in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and we get like, obviously, the paintball world, doesn't like the airsoft community stuff, but we get our jabs.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there, sir. Because this is a myth that's been propagated for a while. And I myself have propagated it. But there's a lot of love between the airsoft and paintball worlds. People kind of forget a lot of paintballers are BB curious. Some airsofters might have been former paintballers. I feel that some of that hatred is more stoked by like internet trolls than anything else, because when you think about it, there's no difference between the two sports in a lot of ways. The only difference is you guys have a bigger caliber that has less range, honestly.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And this all goes back to like it does happen, but it all goes back to the players are not educated properly on what is what and what isn't and stuff. And that's when like we'll get guys, be like, oh, if I see you guys are catering to the airsoft and stuff, and it's like, yeah, and airsoft's bringing 1,000 players to the field. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? And then they're like, wait a minute. 1,000 players? I was like, yeah, we just had 1,000 players 2 weeks ago. Where were you? Oh, you were trolling on the internet. That's right. And then you start to educate them and put it into perspective, and they're like, holy cow, I didn't realize it was so big.
Airsoft it's like, is the biggest open secret in America, I think.
And it's like remember, paintball is basically the same thing. Everybody, the normal world doesn't realize how big paintball is. So, who's calling the kettle black and everything else and stuff like that. So it goes down to the education.
I think paintball is more well known
because I often have to describe things as paintball but smaller kind of thing.
Well, no, I don't even go that. Like people ask me like, oh, what do you do? And I know that they're not shooting sport savvy, and I'll go, oh, I do media and marketing for a paintball company, and they're like, oh, okay, paintball. I know, because if I say airsoft, then that generates a whole other conversation where their eyes just get glazed over. What is that?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
Well, we're a bunch of adults with toys in the woods that we've spent way too much money on, and that's how you have to start the conversation right there. And then it just goes downhill with a lot of people. You get lucky sometimes, and they get really interested, and they're like, "Really? What's that?" And then you look out. But about 90% of the time, you get the that look when they start the conversation.
Oh, and don't get me wrong, I have my airsoft Milsim family who I love and dear. I love them all. They're great to go out and play with and have a good time. But if I was ever caught in a dark alley and I needed somebody to watch my ass, it would be Paco.
Okay, I respect that.
Paintballer
Paco for sure.
Paco would be the dude if I needed to call for a lifeline for help to come save my butt. Is he the kind
of guy to like cut a bitch? Is that
yes.
His specialty?
Oh yes.
Okay, cool. I can respect
Paco. Paco will fly across the world in a heartbeat.
We'll shank you in the showers, kind of deal.
Oh my god, you're like that. You're already dead because you mentioned his name. So that's it.
I don't know, man. Like I hate to brag, but better have tried harder. Let's put it that way. Cool.
Oh, Devin Pedley says started playing paintball at age 12. Now 34. Got into airsoft 4 years ago, and now I play both mag-fed paintball and airsoft. Enjoy both equally.
Honestly, mag-fed paintball, airsoft, pretty identical. Just it's mostly the cost more than anything else is the difference between mag-fed paintball and airsoft. Just because, unfortunately, the mag-fed guys, I think it's about $300 just to get started in that. Like there's no cheap mag-fed stuff out there, is there?
So no, I don't think so. But so since how some airsofters either just became airsoft or they came from paintball, but where the hell did speedsofters come from?
Ooh. See, that's weird, okay? So I've actually done some homework on this, and I found some videos on YouTube from like 8 years ago. There apparently was a competitive airsoft league in like Brazil or something like that, like way South America somewhere. Everybody was speaking Spanish or Portuguese or something. And these guys are running around with like, you know, what you see now, like 8 or 9 years ago. Every single gun they have has a massive drum magazine, huge batteries hanging out of everywhere because they're all just taped to the outside. And they had these refs walking on walls above everybody while they're fighting kind of the CQB environment. And when the refs watch them get hit, they have a pole they come down and they tap the player with to tell them to walk off.
Oh, wow.
So each player has to have a ref watch them to see when they get hit.
And that's where speedball came from?
And I think that's kind of the original start of it, kind of. But that's about as far back as I can trace
You know what they forgot to bring to the U.S.? They forgot to bring the refs with the sticks.
Yeah.
Because I would like to smack some speedball. Hey, you're out. Get out. Smack.
Well, I think, a
kendo stick.
Here's how we solve the no calling your hits in Speedsoft. You have to play naked.
Ooh.
People will just call you just get a jock strap and a
Fair
bikini
enough.
to your girl.
Fair enough.
And so we know if you've been hit because we can see the goddamn bruise. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to show you the picture. I think it was either Paco or Lindsay that posted up this tactical jock strap with Molly that had like a holster on it, and he tagged me in it. Did you see that, Timmy?
Oh my God.
Yes, that is awesome.
Who posted that?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I just briefly saw it, but
it was one of my big baller brethren. It was pretty funny.
My boy
I got to throw a quick shout out to my boy Andy Hill. I see that he's in the chat.
What's up, Andy? Thank you for joining us, homie. I remember back in the day, the joke was always like when smartphones came out and I was still in the service, everybody's like, oh, they're going to make a stupid attachment for your iPod for your rifle, right? And now we're like 10 years later, 15 years later, and I'm watching guys run around on the field with their phones attached to their airsoft guns so they can film.
Yep, exactly.
Everything that's a joke comes back around. You know, it all comes back around. Someone's going to make it.
Yep.
So where do we go next with this?
So to kind of bring back, because you're an event park.
Yeah.
Okay. But do you still do open play on occasion, or to keep the lights on, or what?
Yep, we do. We do open play every Sundays. Both paintball and airsoft. We will, depending on the event. It depends on the event if we're going to actually have open play that weekend. So if we have an airsoft event that generally they are done at 2:00 on a Sunday afternoon, we'll host open play paintball from 2 to 6 because the lights are still on.
Efficient.
Yeah, so the lights are still on. We might as well let people enjoy it and stuff. And and the same thing with like when we host LARP events as well too. Is usually they're done they're here Friday and Saturday. They're done. They're packing up, and we bring in the airsofters in the morning, and then the paintballers in the afternoon.
So for your open plays, when you guys are managing it, not a production company, what are your usual game modes? Are you guys doing just traditional team deathmatch, capture the flag?
Yeah.
Do you have anything special that you guys like to have end the day with? Like, what is the general, like, I hate to use the word, but if it's Battlefield 4, what's the map rotation? You know what I'm saying? Like, what should they expect when they come to play?
When you come to open play, we give the players pretty much kind of like the reign of it. They get to pick where they want to go. We'll give suggestions, depending on where they want to go. That's how, we play the game at. So say like if everybody wanted to go to the castle, we're going to do an attack and defend game. We do like kill the president game, stuff like that. Like we get creative with our games.
So forgive my ignorance here because I'm used to playing on smaller fields, so it's not like you have to pick where you're going to play. It's just like we're going to the field. Which one? The only field we have.
Oh, no.
So
yeah, this place is huge.
The concept of being able to get together and do your safety brief and then get like, all right, where do you guys want to go? This castle, that castle. And then you move the whole group there, completely separate of where you were before. You're that big. And then you get to decide what game mode you're going to do while doing there. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, and then
cool.
Because that allows you too, like if you have like a private party, they can be on, like in the, what was it called? The Timbers? What was that one area?
The Pines.
The Pines. They can be back there on their own, completely separate. You never see them. and then you could have open play somewhere else. I mean, the place is huge.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
huge.
With what we used to do is with the private groups, and we only do private groups with the paintball aspect. But when we used to run open play paintball and the private groups together, they were never near each other. They were always a field away from each other. So they would never see each other. They would never be able to shoot each other and stuff. And that was kind of like that's the really nice thing about the properties, is because it's so big, is you can really literally put, 4 different groups on 4 different areas of EMR, and they're not going to see each other throughout the whole day.
Manage that, because like I recently looked at airsoft as like a birthday party for my kid. And my kid handles himself just fine on the field because he's been there a bunch of times. But my big concern is, like, now I got to mix 6 other kids that might not be used to the sport, that are between 10, 12, and 13. I can't watch all of them. You know what I mean? Like, and you can't, the first time you get hit when you're 11 or 12, it feels like the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah, and our refs, I mean, I give it up to our refs and stuff too, because those guys hustle. They bust their ass and they watch everything that's going on, and and everybody's just a radio communication away too. We stress to make sure that everybody's always mic'd up, and I always know what's going on the field and stuff too. I know when they start the games, when they end them. I know when they go through their safety checks. And
so you're like more like talking it in the middle, where basically like everybody's checking in with you and you're making sure all the process. I mean, that's extremely different from some field. I mean, I'm not trying to cast shade on anybody, but that's really organized in terms of checking your safety boxes.
Yeah, and you have to.
That's great.
And they don't let say like seasoned players, beat up on the guys that just want to just do it here and there and stuff. They really try to interact everybody together, and say like if there's a team that if they don't want to split up but they keep running people over, they either say, hey, you guys need to split up, or you're done for the day, you can leave, because nobody else is having fun except for you guys.
To like the spirit of the day,
Yeah.
Cool. So you used to do professional paintball. Can we call it that? Professional paintball? Yeah. Let's call it professional paintball. So you've been to I'm guessing you've been to a ton of fields. Mostly if you're playing competitive paintball, you're on speedball fields, so you're not seeing anything. It's basically the same field in a different place every time.
Yep.
But in terms of what you've seen around the country and done traveling, have you used that as inspiration, maybe taken elements from other fields and brought it to yours? What's your process from whenever you guys expand or build something new?
I honestly, dude, I love seeing what other fields do.
Oh, what happened? Oh, damn it. Oh, sorry guys, we just lost the link.
Oh, snap. Something went wrong while displaying this web page. Hold on. Let's see.
All right, so bear with us, guys. It's just catching up right now. We just lost Timmy from a snafu. We're trying to get him back real quick.
Yeah,
and we will get an answer to that question.
Stand by 1 second. Let's see if we can come back to
here. Dance for your amusement while we're waiting.
Yeah, they've been actually having some thunderstorms and stuff going.
Did we lose him? We might have lost him. Oh no.
Hold on. Let's see if I can get him back. You keep talking.
Okay, so Kaiju's working around. I'm going to move over and... oh, wait, we can't do that because we got to pull the graphics. So, let me go back through the comments real quick. Sorry, guys, I've been talking, and I have not paid attention to what you guys are... You guys are very busy in here. Is anybody else said hi to? Nope. Okay. So, riffing here. When we get him back, we are going to be moving into talking about some of the stuff. There's some new stuff coming, I think. Is he back, or is that a...
Hold on.
Okay.
I think I lost you, but I think I'm back.
Yep. There.
Never mind. No, okay. Fill time. He's back.
All right. See, dude, there ain't nothing that knock on wood. I've experienced. This is episode 87.
Yeah.
I've probably experienced 150 different glitches in 87 episodes.
You handle it well, sir.
I mean,
it's very graceful. You're into and out to.
I have a great co-pilot.
Thank you. I appreciate that. See that? We will jerk each other off. We don't need to jerk you off, man. So, going back to the question, you like getting inspiration from other places. What's your process when you build something new? Do you just say, hey, this would be cool here? We have this kind of budget. What can I do? Is there like, hey, we got some extra money in the budget. I need to do something. like what's the process you go through to expanding your, you know, your field options for what you can do out there?
Well, we look at it as there's no limits to what we can and can't do. You know, we always are looking at our fields to see how we can make the players, you know, experience better at EMR.
Do you guys play your own field when, you know, the customers aren't there at all?
I mean, I get out there. I'm always walking around. Every once in a great while, I get to play alongside, you know, the customers. If it's slow, you know, I'll get out there, have some fun, teach people how to, you know, play a certain way and stuff, you know, pass my knowledge on. But the main biggest thing that, you know, makes us strong is my relation with the owner, Mike Hanley, is, you know, him and I are kind of like a father-son type role of, you know, we talk to each other just about every day. I mean, there's not a day that goes by that we don't talk to each other, and, you know, we feed ideas to each other. You know, I'll throw something at him and he'll throw his experience at me about, okay, you know, this never worked this way, you know, how about we do it this way? So we're always talking about what we can and can't do to change EMR.
It's more of a hive mind than just you trying to figure out what's going next. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, there is a bigger picture that a lot of people don't understand or see, because a lot of people consistently see me and see that there is another part to our success that is behind the scenes, and it's huge, and that's what makes us super successwife. And also the people that are, you know, that support us, like, you know, my other half, you know, Blue's wife, his son Chris, and his wife. You know,
we understand exactly how that works.
You know, we are a tight knit family, and awesome. Without their support, you know, this wouldn't happen without them. Yeah.
So, moving off that question and kind of expanding. So,
Yep.
Do you guys have anything new that you might want to talk about? Like, is there some new plans you've been thinking about? Maybe a game mode you're going to bring in? Maybe you want to build something in the future. You want to build some hype for it. This is your opportunity right now.
Oh my God!
So Timmy, you sent me a couple pictures. So the viewers,
I can tell you right now, if your eyes are not on EMR, then they should be, because like I said, we're constantly changing some stuff. We have tons of stuff coming for the future. Some I can mention, some I can't. I will mention it.
Come on, tease us, man. Give us spoilers.
Like right now,
well, too late. There's already pictures up of your new project up on the screen.
Yeah, like right now, my store is completely ripped apart right now, and half of my rec center is completely ripped apart because we just installed a 20 by 35 foot concrete pad to house our new paint room, our new compressor room, and a garage for us to be able to maintenance our vehicles.
You guys are big timing out there.
Yeah.
The fact that you need a maintenance for vehicles multiple. You know,
yep.
That means you guys. So what are you guys running, like a couple of Gators out there, or are we talking like a full fleet of vehicles here?
You know, we have just one Polaris 4-wheeler and a Polaris Ranger. It's a 6-seater. Those are our two main vehicles that we use every day. We have a tractor for brush hogging and lifting stuff, whatever we need, and and our lawnmowers as well too. Those are our main. And plus our main vehicles that we use every day as well too, for gathering supplies.
So
for everything.
Running around. I mean, 100-acre property, you can't walk around and do stuff.
Yeah,
that's a long day.
But fields wise, we've got a lot coming. I mean, it's like I said, we're constantly changing some stuff. I mean, like literally, I have material stockpiled in different locations of Pennsylvania and stuff. And there's times where people like you guys don't even know.
Show?
Yes.
Yeah. I got literally last week on Tuesday, I have a place where I get spools and spool top caps and everything, and they called me and said, "Hey, we need you need to finally get this stuff out of here." And I spent an evening getting everything on there, and I have literally 117 new bunkers sitting in my parking lot right now to build create a new field.
So new field's coming, new pro shop getting renovated. At the buildings for other stuff.
Yeah, at the end of the season, we're building a massive dirt mounds field that's gonna kind of incorporate part of the facility that we don't normally use, so that way we can start entertaining different gameplays, different styles of ideas from the producers that they want to start implementing different parts of the EMR that we normally don't use for our normal events.
Rad.
Oh yeah, Leo Lindell is asking William Soto, when's Overwatch going to throw an event at EMR Event Park?
That's a challenge right there.
So yes, I have to bring Soto and Timmy together. So I've already been talking to Soto about that. So yes, but we have to pay the bills. But Timmy's not going anywhere.
We got events coming up.
Yeah, Timmy's going to help us with events.
This is my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, so because
and I got 2 events that I need to give shout outs to too.
Okay, right. Well they might be on there, Timmy. You never know.
I hope so.
Our graphical team is hard at work right over there cranking out graphics for this.
Nice.
So and the way we do events here is send me a link to your event.
Please send it.
Facebook event link through Messenger. Send me the event. We'll get it up. We'll share it amongst the Alliance pages, and what I like to do, on the show, it's so hard to get everybody's events, so I usually stick with the current month and the following month, because there's just so many events.
I'd like to get to the point where there's so many events that we even have to filter what the current ones going up are.
Oh.
So we have to have 3 platforms and way to shout out.
Yeah.
Send us your events so we can promote them, please.
Yes.
Don't care how small it is. We'll talk about it.
Yep. So real quick, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We're going to let Timmy go to the bathroom. Yep. Look at that. Look at that shirt. We are EMR.
When you're on the job, you pee your pants. There's no bathroom breaks.
I know, right?
If peeing your pants is cool, you might as well call me Miles Davis.
That's how you keep yourself nice and cool down. Yep. So we're going to cut to a quick commercial.
There's no times for breaks. It's full go.
Yep. So we'll be right back to talk about events with Timmy from EMR.
Hi, this is Clarence, Airsoft Surgeon. You are watching Valken.
And we are back. Valken Debrief Airsoft Live Show, episode number 87. We are here.
Number 1 show in Airsoft.
Yes.
Don't check that. Don't Google it. Don't Google it.
Don't need to.
But since you mentioned that.
Is there another show that we like?
I would love to give a shout out to another show near and dear to our hearts.
Is that another serpent?
No.
Oh, what is it?
Another serious airsoft podcast.
ASAP is doing some kick-ass stuff over there. If you haven't checked them out, they had a great discussion 2 nights ago I was watching.
Yeah, with Woodcock.
They're talking about the different amenities and what people are offering between different production companies. Great discussion. Mm-hmm. It's kind of the old man of airsoft. It's like the old man grumpy club. In a lot of ways.
It's kind of going back to the whole roundtable that Josh used to do.
I actually have watched some of those old ones. Those were one of my first exposure to airsoft.
So,
I thought those were fantastically produced.
On the ASAP podcast, you've got Derek Campbell from Mo Guns. You got Carl Urban.
All the patches.
From BB Dynamics. You got Corey.
Great pictures.
Corey Haynes from Guardian Apparel.
Awesome t-shirts.
Chris Cummings, PNW Punk.
Yep.
And also
Keeping it rad.
Cole Thornton, the Airsoft Bandit. And they are, even though it says another serious airsoft podcast, it is not serious. They have a lot of good fun, and we just always love to give them a shout out.
They might be a little intoxicated when they do that show. I'm not 100%, but there might be some drinking involved in that show.
So, all right. So let's kick off with some events here.
Oh, sorry. We're cruising down. All right, I'm going to start us off real quick because this is a place near and dear to my heart. LZ Airsoft out in Calhan. There's some that was a field started by a local team called the Reapers.
Steel Reapers.
Steel Reapers, excuse me. Native here to Colorado Springs. Oh shit! Did I give our location away? Oh no.
Yeah.
They're going to do a shop meet this weekend, 21st.
You want to offload some of your gear?
And actually, so here's just a little promo for it. They have a cool a containment area for your gear and stuff with a walkway around it. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to Marcelo, and what they want to do is have everybody who's selling back their cars up to the outside of the walkway. So when you're doing your gear and stuff in the center, you can just do the loop and have a little, seller's area. So everything's going to be contained right there. It's kind of out there. It should be a fun day. Get rid of some old shit. What do we got going on next? You want to do this one?
No, you go in order.
I'm going in order. It's Valken Day next.
Yeah, you go in order.
Sorry. I'm
sorry, Julio. He's still learning. It's okay.
Sorry.
He knows to follow the teleprompter. It's all right.
It's all right.
So July 27th at the famous Ballahack in Chesapeake, Virginia, I believe. It's part of the Appalachian region. July 27th. Everything Valken in one location. There's Valken guns, Valken people, Valken BBs. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be
multiple raffles.
There's going to be a ton of raffles.
Free drinks all day.
Free drinks all day. What else? Did I miss anything else? Come on. We're on a rhythm there. We had a rhythm.
No,
it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So come out and check it out. Ballahack is a rad place to play. I would say that is just as much of a destination as EMR. And it's one of those big fields around this country that it's even if there's not something special, you need to check it out at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know of them, but I've heard a lot of good things about them.
And that's their competitor essentially saying that. So, must be fun.
Yep.
All right. Following that, Operation Blackjack 8. And this is going to be the Midwest region, August 3rd and 4th. Mere Tactical is going to be running this at Sherwood Forest Paintball in LaPorte. I'm not familiar with Sherwood Forest. Do you know anything about that location?
They also have a castle.
Mm-hmm. Very unique location.
Yes.
And then Mere Tactical, that's like Chris Kramer and all that, right? Or
no, that's Alex Petrakis.
Alex Petrakis?
Yeah.
So check them out. They should be hoping that good. I've heard some good things about them. And if they're on number 8, obviously people are coming. So they got something going on. Okay, here's a good one coming up. I always love saying Battleborn has the best names for things. Narcos, Family Divided. It's coming up. August 23rd, 25th, Midwest region. Battleborn's going to be running this. It's at The Rock in Bolivar, Missouri. Now, this is the old quarry.
Yep.
Really unique location, dug out in the ground. Some natural stuff, some man-made stuff. Watch out, the ground's a little chalky there from what I hear, so you might want to tape up some seals on your gun if you're going. But other than that, a really rad place to go. Experience something different in Airsoft. And isn't that what Airsoft's about? It's about... it's about like 2% playing, 90% talking, and the rest is just kind of taking in these awesome places you get to travel because we have to travel to play Airsoft.
And don't take the ambulance ride.
Don't drink water. All right. Following that, Night Sky 3. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let our guest take this one because this is all you.
Heck yeah, Night Sky 3. It's produced by Otherworld Milsim, Paul Whitman, greatest guy that I've met today in Airsoft and stuff. I cannot explain to you guys how important you guys should get involved with this game and any of Paul's games here at EMR Event Park.
So give us a quick, what is it like being at one of his games? Like, what are the objectives like? Or what's that experience going to be like?
It's just a fun experience, and his games are great. I mean, they're well produced. You never know what's going to get thrown at you, and like this game alone is a unique one. It literally starts at noon, hard start at noon, and it ends at midnight. So there is nighttime play involved in it, and
so that's a solid 12-hour evolution you got to deal with.
Yeah, like like no joke, prize giveaways are at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then it's lights out, go to bed.
No fun. We have Airsoft tomorrow.
But no, we try. I try to get everybody to hang out, but everybody's dead from the day. I mean, it's a true 12-hour scenario, and I mean, it does not disappoint. I mean, there is action all over the field. There's mission.
Thunderstorm's up. We're losing Timmy again, unfortunately.
There's squads. If a part of your squad, you know, you have to. It's a truly interactive game that you need to be a part of.
Cool.
So Timmy, I've been trying to get Paul to give me a date to come on the show, and he keeps forgetting to give me a date. So can you put a little boot to ass?
Paul Whitman, this is your boss telling you to get your ass on this show. I see you in the chat. I know you're listening. You get your ass on this show.
All right, moving on.
I love you, buddy.
No offense to anybody or their fields or their events. This is hands down my favorite event that anybody holds. Copperhead 5 by the infamous AMS, American Milsim. It's going to be down in Playas, New Mexico. Now, if you guys have not experienced, there's still tickets left, so if you haven't planned for this, you need to get down there. This is 200 homes in a suburban village that has been abandoned because it was a former copper mining town like 20 years ago when copper went out. There is 200 suburban houses. There is cul-de-sacs, neighborhoods. It feels like you're fighting at your parents' house.
There's a playground and a bus.
Playground. There's downed helicopters. It feels like you're fighting the new American.
There's a Haji market.
Oh, the market's rad too. Market's dangerous. It hurts real bad if you get in there and you don't pay attention. I'll speak from experience fighting against this guy's PSA forces.
Oh, which?
Ooh.
PSA is recalling me.
Oh, that's right. We're going to have to split.
So No, you're going green too, homie.
Yeah, but you got to be with those PSA guys. I got to hang out with Cause.
No. It's one big family. It's going to be one big family of green. But
yeah, you make it happen.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the cost intel group, but I'm pulling the PSA uniform out of the closet.
Little multicam tropic.
Yep, little multicam tropic.
Multicam tropic.
Yep, just for Cade and Jamal, just for them.
So yeah, if you have not made it down to Copperhead, check this shit out. You are 11 miles, I think 10 miles from the Mexican border. Literally, as you're playing this game, you are watching like Border Patrol drive around behind you off in the distance. It is insane. They even have that village up in the mountains.
Sounds badass.
If you get pulled over by the Border Patrol or Highway Patrol, just say, I'm going for an event at the Playas Training Center. From that point forward, they're just like, all right, see ya.
You're good.
Because they're looking for something else. The moment you say that, you're good.
The first year we were there, we actually...
So come at me, bro, is not a good thing?
No, probably not. I was
gotcha.
actually chatting with one of the Border Patrol guys down there when the first time we were down there. And I was asking him, like, hey, aren't you worried about all these guys running around with M4s and camis, you know, someone might accidentally shot? Because you guys are doing operations down here. And he goes, oh, no, we love it. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because the cartels don't know who you are. They think you guys are soldiers. So they just see you from long range. So about every other month, because that place is used as a training center for everybody. Like, you know, SF goes down there, National Guard, everybody, FEMA. So, you know, for them, it makes their job easier because the cartel spotters, all they see is just, you know, like there's a brigade-sized element coming through there every week. I wouldn't fuck with them. I don't know about you. But yeah, Copperhead, if you haven't done it, you need to get down there. It's awesome. What's going on next? Here we go. Surge on the Steps, August 30th to September 1st. Pacific region, this is Milsim West, Josh Warren and his happy band of savages over there. For you guys who don't know about Milsim West, it is a full immersion game. You need to be head-to-toe faction appropriate. So that means if you're playing Russian, you need an AK. If you're playing American, you need an M4. So if you're looking for that full immersion game, that's what, like, to the point where you're not even really airsofting for most of the weekend, you're just kind of pretending to dig holes and stuff. Like, that is a full immersion game if you're looking for that. So they're doing that at Horseshoe Bend Ranch in Centerville, Washington. And I think they do this game every year, don't they?
Yeah.
Up there? Yeah, this is a return game.
This is their stomping grounds.
So if you're looking for something that is the full, I guess, immersion experience, you know, and you want to challenge yourself, I would say this is probably the place you want to go. You're going to show up and be doing stuff from the moment you show up involving the game till the moment you get back to your car. There is no point where you're hanging out at the bonfire, you're humping all your gear in. So, I mean, I'm personally not looking for that. I'm old and broken.
Oh, I know. Yeah. You and I, we know our limits.
Yeah, we're old.
And it's like we like to walk off if we need to because, you know, to fix our boo-boos and owies. So,
I'm a has-been, not a wannabe. So, honestly, check that out. It's an awesome weekend. And the guys who do that, they really get into it and they make it fun. So, please try and make that if you can. Coming up, War Game Oklahoma. for 2019, 13th to 15th. This is going to be run by Mud Crab Milsim?
Mud Crab Milsim. Made up by Gus and Wade.
Oh, okay.
The guys from Oklahoma Jaegers. So this is their Mud Crab Milsim is their company.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
It was just misspelled here. I thought it said Mud Cramp on here or something.
No, Mud Crab.
Yeah, it's definitely as Mud Cramp.
You see the logo? It's a.
So I
Mud
should
crab.
not read the teleprompter is what you're telling me in the future. The teleprompter is gonna mess with me. I should read the graphics so I know it's right. Graphics are okay.
No, that's just Julio making sure you pay attention.
Oh, that's right. He's after my job again. Isn't
He is.
Son of a bitch. All right, Midwest region. It's going to be a D-Day. If you guys don't know what D-Day is, you're stupid. Seriously, and if you can see right now, our guest is up and down affirmative. D-Day is the OG, the inventor of what he's doing right now. Essentially, they are the first host everything park. I think they do shooting, they do motocross, everything you could think of. And also it's home to the famous Broken Home. If you have not been there, kind of referred to as the Super Bowl of Airsoft, the OG original split when all that happened back in the day. So do you have any details on what kind of game they're running there or what the experience is going to be like?
No,
I don't know much about them.
It's a Milsim event. Gus is actually in the chat. No, they put on a great event. What I really love is one evening they have a player party, and it would be a little close to home to you because they actually do a grog bowl and stuff, and so yeah. So they are Gus and Wade and those guys. They're very much about taking care of the player, not just on the field, but
the whole weekend.
Very cool. Yep.
So I would definitely check that out. That's a different experience right there. And that's kind of one of the things we're trying to highlight when we do these event lists. Because we want to not just say, hey, there's an event going on here, but we want you guys to know these
What's
events
different
are all
about it.
different.
Yeah.
And that's why we have these producers and field owners on, because we want you to hear from their mouth what makes their shit different than everybody else.
Yep.
All right, finally, coming up last. I am really excited about this one also. Operation Irene. This is the last one, isn't it?
Yes, this is the farewell tribute to Colonel Danny McKnight.
Now, if you guys don't know who Colonel Danny McKnight is, boys and girls, if you've seen him...
You keep talking.
Okay. If you've seen a small movie called Black Hawk Down, Colonel Danny McKnight is Tom Sizemore's character. He's a legendary figure in the world both Kaiju and I come from. Very well-respected officer, spent a long time in Ranger Bat and other places. And he is associated with Operation Lion Claws, and he comes out and he's one of the faction leaders. And if you, so this is how cool this guy is. Oh, he already came back. So if you could hold that up, this is Colonel, well, back when he was, I think, he was a captain back then, wasn't he, for Black Hawk Down? But this is him, and we are having a little, homage right now.
This is my Colonel McKnight doll.
Doll.
John Lou, it's a doll.
It's a doll. So they're doing their farewell at Guardian Center. I have never been to a Lion Claws event, and I am actually going to get right along and experience this event for myself, and I am really stoked. Guardian Center is an awesome location. It is a FEMA training site. It's got a bunch of 3 stories, a bunch of 4 stories. It's got villages. It's got a subway system, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
It's got a subway system.
It will tear you up.
It has got a million ways to hurt yourself.
They can flood that thing.
Yeah.
They have a section they can flood.
I think it's like the Zussman Ranges, and it has the underground tunnels for the sewer systems to get around in there. I mean, and by the way, why has no one ever done an event at Knox? Like at the Zussman Ranges?
That's where Irene used to be.
It used to be at Knox?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed out. But yeah, cool event, huge event. Last time, if you get a chance to go, you can get someone to vouch for you. Get your ass there if you haven't been there yet. Did we cover all your stuff, or is there something you want to get?
Was there another event?
Is there another event that we don't know about?
Timmy?
Yes, there is. The end of September, we have an event. It's called Rumble in the Jungle. It's a one-day event. With everything it's $35 pre-registration, $40 the day of. Even though it's a one-day event, it also includes open play the next day. So We got a new guy coming into the scene. His name's Ed. I would definitely butcher his last name if I even tried to pronounce it.
Ed S or Ed B or something
Ed K. That's what we're gonna go with. But
that'll work.
Ed's got it's a great scenario event that's going to have missions, all throughout the day, and it's pretty much you need to stay on the field. So if you need to hydrate snacks, you need to bring that stuff out with you.
Immersion style event.
Yeah.
What's the name of that? What's the?
It's called Rumble in the Jungle. It's the last weekend of
September. That's holding it.
It's Ed K production.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah. It's EMR presents Rumble in the Jungle, produced by Ed K.
Is there a Facebook event page?
There is a Facebook event page. I will go through the motions and I will get you guys that Facebook page.
Thank you.
So
thank you very much.
If you guys are wondering why
I know the rules
make it onto the page, they send us the proper format. It's not much, guys. Just a notification. Just invite us to your event. That's really all you have to do. It's one click away from having literally 20 people see your event.
Yeah.
But with that event, we're gonna have open play on Sunday, and I'm gonna go back to a little thing that I like to call Conquer Weekend. And if any of my EMR guys are watching this, they are all gonna be ecstatic about Conquer Weekend. It is a no bullshit, no joke. It's whatever mount on whatever side, whatever mount on whatever side, going at it. You got to get the other team's flag, and you got to bring it back to your other side.
So just a full weekend capture the flag event, basically.
Yeah,
like
but it's a grinder.
It's
that'd be a long weekend. Just endless capture the flag.
It's 3 different maps on EMR, and it's 2 games per map, and and the sides flip. They're half-an-hour games with a 20-minute break in between, and you definitely need to pick and choose your battles, your actions, and how much loadouts you take and how much loadouts you try to bring with you, because it's
not just about
your choice.
Airsoft, it's
dictate
about how physically you can last the weekend. Cool.
Yep.
That sounds like fun.
I'm going to try to break you on Sunday.
Well, thank you very much, Tim, for taking the time. For us, I know it's later for you, and please tell Erin thank you for letting us borrow you this evening while she's on mommy duty. So we appreciate it.
Go kiss those kids goodnight, get some sleep. Yeah. Probably made you skip dinner a little bit. We're sorry for that.
So that's all right.
And thank you all for joining us this week, whether you're watching on Facebook Live right now or you're going to catch the rewind on YouTube.
The like button.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, the like button is somewhere up here.
Or if you're listening to the podcast on SoundCloud or iTunes, don't forget to join the Valken Alliance at ValkenAlliance.com.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Much. We appreciate it.
Big shout out to our main sponsor, Enola Gaye. So
smoke out your friends, smoke out your family, smoke out your enemies, smoke out everything.
Yeah.
And then bang them twice.
Bang them twice.
And I just saw some heart emojis from my other half. Just want a big shout out.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Aaron, I love you. Thank you for letting me do what I do.
That Rec Center Wi-Fi.
Rec Center Wi-Fi is
every day.
There he is.
She is my foundation.
All
Damn.
Right.
Nice.
Thank you so much. See you next time, buddy.
No. Yes, thank you.
All right. For all
Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Next week we are
live
with Josh McNeil from MC Kydex, Milwaukee Kydex.
So if you guys don't know MC Kydex, they literally can make anything out of Kydex. He offered to make me a girlfriend once out of Kydex. He's that good at it. Like brain, body, it would move and everything. It was amazing. So if you want to hear like someone doing really cool stuff with their hands, MC Kydex next week. They are rocking it.
Oh, and yeah, we actually got a full calendar.
We do.
So
are we gonna post up like what's coming up? Or are we just gonna
actually tomorrow I'm going to put a bunch of events up. So next week we got Josh McNeil from MC Kydex. The following week, August 1st, we're going to have William Soto and Brad Boulot on the Q&A about Oklahoma Land Rush at D-Day. Plus, August 1st, Conquest Avalon 3 tickets go live.
I've heard that is an awesome event.
Yeah, I'm actually commanding the Mercs for Conquest 3.
You can work for this guy.
Yes, you can. And then August 8th, we have PNW Punk from the Pacific region, from the Washington area. He's coming back on the show.
We're going to have to coordinate T-shirts.
I know, right?
Honestly.
Yeah. And then August 15th, Darren and Omar.
Who Shot First?
From Who Shot First, from the Patch Company. The following week, August 22nd, maybe I can finally get Paul Whitman on.
Paul Whitman, send us a message on the social media.
August 22nd. It's open.
There. It's waiting for
it's
you.
right there.
It's waiting.
Right there. And then August 29th, right before Labor Day weekend, I will air the secret episode that we filmed at Black Ops Airsoft with owner Will Pace.
Would you say it's the Black Ops episode, like Black Operations episode?
Yes, it's the Black episode. Yes,
Black episode.
Yep.
We're talking operationally, not skin tone.
Yes,
not skin tone. I mean, it can be the Black episode, but
yeah. So we've got a lot of things going on.
And you're forgetting the last part of this summer. How we're wrapping this summer up, where they can see us live and in person. Right after that episode airs, where are we going to be?
Oh, we're going to be at Copperhead.
We're going to be at Copperhead.
We're going to be at Copperhead.
That's how we're in our summer.
Heck yeah. So, all right, Timmy. You're awesome,
Alrighty.
man. Can't wait to get back up there.
Yes, definitely. And thank you for all the viewers for watching. Definitely interact more. And one last thing, we are EMR.
That's right. Have a good night, everybody.
See you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
But there's only one guaranteed way you can have peace, and you can have it in the next second. Surrender.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
We will not go quietly into the night.
It is your killer instinct which must be harnessed if you expect to survive in combat.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
Remember this day, man, or it will be yours for all time.
What keeps you awake at night?
Nothing. I keep other people awake at night.